All right, here we go. So, who I am, what I am, what I'm about. I am DLJ Protects Society. I started this not for profit a couple years ago. Things were going much better, and then the world fell out behind underneath me. I am still doing the paperwork. I still have faith. No matter how much the world knocks me down, I will get back up. I have wrote a couple books, 4 books. They're on the websites. They're in Amazon. Yes, I've self-published. Yes, I'm not taking this information to a publisher because I'm going to tell you right now. I have truth. I remember Atlantis. I don't, if you want to turn off the screen now, that's just fine with me. I don't give a shit about anybody caring or to believe. I just know that the life I'm living now is about bringing truth of Atlantis back in, because Atlantis's islands, which weren't called Atlantis because Atlantis is actually an energy. So, and that energy is coming back around. She wants her time again. And that energy of Atlantis is the energy of reverence. And that's where my whole mission here is. I want to get a hold of young people in order to teach them reverence for all beings. And in my DLJ Protect Society, I was close to getting property. And then, like I said, Milton hit, we lost our butt, and insurance companies don't pay. So they're a scam. I've lost so much, whatever. I get it. I needed to experience this so I could understand how everybody else is going through it. But I believe we all need to have our own communities. We need to be growing our own food. We need to be done with corporate. Monsanto right now they're using ice to run off the people, so Monsanto is the only one delivering foods. One of the things that makes us very upset here in Florida is we're so tired of seeing Driscolli's. Driscolli's got the worst fucking fruit, man. They never make decent fruit. And what can you do? Nobody else is able to bring fruit there. I mean, I'm down for those plum-looking blueberries that Peru thinks they've got, but I'm sorry, those are plums. Those taste different in their plums, but I mean, I get it. They gotta travel. Anyways, we need to be growing our own food. I'm trying to get there myself. I'm not there. I'm just as reliant on these billionaire bitches as you guys. I get it. But in the meantime, I've wrote books, and right now I'm going to try. My husband's company is offered that if any business come through my website, that he will give me 50% of his profit for this, because what we want to do, he wants to do too. We want to Enterprise is my other company. Sorry. DLJ Protects Society exists to love, protect, and uplift young people who too often fall through the cracks. This is one of the reasons why I've made SkibbityLove.com, PhantomTaxLove.com, and AtlanteanLove.com. All 3 of these websites, I am trying to create educational material for everybody. Atlantean Love, dear Lord, I'm not that great of a coder. I've got 77 of the word groups working. I have 140. Not sure what's going on because I don't code. I'm using ChatGPT and Grok to code, and it's getting all difficult. But one of these days, I'm going to get it right, and then I'll get all the SAT stuff working right, okay? So, right, there's 77 sets of words. There's word circle, word define match, and, and a sentence one, so they can use the sentence. Anyways, so to focus on SAT words, the 3,500 SAT words. We focus on youth ages 18 to 15. If I can, I will adopt 16 and 17-year-olds. There's no reason not to. If I've got the money and I can get the property and get it built out so I can get them to let me. But I want to get kids aging out of foster care. And I want to bring them into a safe environment, a healing environment, and give them a path to self-sufficiency. I want to take these children in, and I want to teach them I want to create companies. I want to find out what they want to do and we want to figure out how they could do what they love for the rest of their lives. You get what I'm saying? Because this BS that you only work 7 years and then you change jobs, no, that's because they burn you the hell out. By the way, I don't want to produce children that are going to go into the system. I want to produce entrepreneurs. Every human out there has the right to be an entrepreneur. And right now, go out there, go look up your corporations and look and see. You'll notice that if you decide to stop working for a company, instead become a subcontractor, you can up your prices every year, and if they don't meet your prices, you can still go out and negotiate without having to be fired or all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can be playing your skills out there on the market, and that's where we're headed anyway. So armor up, babies. Go to your corporations. Why we exist. Too many young adults step into the world without support. I also eventually would love to build a phase system. I am obsessed with building phases. Like, children should not be moving out into their own apartment. They should be moving into a communal apartment housing with kids, because then they can learn off of each other. Living alone is not good. You need to be held accountable at all times. And that's one of the problems of this world. Nobody should have more than like 750 square feet per person. Nobody should, I mean, I'm sorry, but everybody who's got a 5,000 square foot home for 3 fucking people, go to hell. You have no right. You're destroying this planet. You don't care about people, and this is not how we live. It's not about stepping on other people to get bigger. And you can't get bigger unless you step on other people. You got to make other people lower, because we're all equal. See, if we're all equal and we all have the same, then nobody can step on each other. Then we all rise up together, and we don't have 3 trillionaires in 5-10 years from now. Oh, sorry. Got away from me. All right, sorry. My bad. Anyway, so DLJ Protects Society, I exist because too many young adults are not getting the support, no safety net, no community, no place to call home. There's too many kids out on the street believing that every child everybody deserves love. Everybody, even the jackasses. That's why we're here to build a bridge between foster care and full adulthood. That's where I want to be. We need to make this, and then make this situation a place that we can put into other communities in order to help other people. We need to create sustainable housing with community and shared resources, and that the local community around this know that there are youngins in there and they need to be helping. Teach life skills. So when we build a home, we need to make sure that when you have a stove in a home, why doesn't every home have a fucking sewing machine? It's just as important as the stove. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so go ahead, make fun of me, because in the beginning, my whole entire life was about becoming future homemaker of America. That was my degree that I was going for. That is what I wanted to go into in FSU, and I do believe FSU still has that damn degree, so bite me on that. And it's not about being a housewife. It's about taking care of the economics of your home, but it's also about taking care of your community and volunteering and giving, and I did for many years, and then I found out that all my volunteering only helped the billionaires more, and that made me sick. I'm done with churches. Stop stealing our money. Where in the hell do these mega churches get off? Joel Osteen making $54 million. All that money could be feeding and housing millions of people. Okay. So then we need to teach life skills, offer education in creative space. I am trying to offer education, but I'm trying by myself to build out these 5 websites that I have Messiah of Conscious Tech that I've built out, and I've got DLJProtectsSociety.com that I'm working on. All 5 of these websites are all centered around me trying to focus. And here's the thing. I know none of y'all are listening now. I know you ain't. I really don't give a fuck anymore about the people today. I love you guys. I want to help you. But every time I bring this out there to people, you attack me. This is why we don't have comments, and you're going to attack me. So just turn me off and don't listen to me anymore, okay? But if you do want change, love first. Every policy, every program, every home we build begins with unconditional love. Safety always. We protect the youth we serve. We make sure that their housing is in the center and not on the outskirts, and leave the adults on the outskirts to deal with those who would come into the community. I mean, you have to think about everything that we're going to do. Transparency. everything, every money, every goal, everything that comes through, I'm willing to just post it out there. Plus, you can't click a button to give money to DLJ Protects Society. You go to dljprotectsociety.com and you will get an a physical snail mail address, because I'm not going to give a percentage of my money to these fucking banks and all these other people for my funding. I'd rather you give the money to the post office and support them, since they're the ones that deliver mail. And then you could go to Amscot or your bank and get a free money order and send me a money order or a check. I'm not going to do this any other way, because I'm not going to have websites where children can click and give money, because that's not right. Not to mention, if you're going to give, I want you to go through the efforts to give here. We're old school. And then on top of that, DLJ Protects Society will not, on any circumstances, ever, besides DLJ Enterprises, which does support DLJ Protects, because they're both my company, transparency, I am president and owner of both companies. DLJ is Dean, Lori, Justin. The three of us make up this company. My son is building a game. I'm going to be there a while. I'm fine with that. But when it comes out, that'll go under the other corporation. Everything that works on education and giving homes to people is going to be my not-for-profit. I am working on getting my 501c3, but because Zoom legal messed everything up so bad, I'm still trying to get it fixed. I just got the account this year, and even then we're still having issues. So yeah, and I got $50 in the account because we just literally had bad things to happen here in this. So, I mean, I live in the same situation as everybody else. I've got a landlord that thinks he can get so much more for this property, but this property is such trash. The house is falling down around me. I have air conditioning units in all the windows because he won't give us heat. I got to go buy heaters. I'm in the same boat as everybody. I'm poor, but I have dreams, big dreams. If you go to dljprotectsociety.com, you will see all of the work website. I guess I could go, I don't have it here. I don't have it all set up on here, because right here I've got this set up to do this video just for this. I don't want to go too much longer. I just want to let you know who I was, what I'm trying to do, what this is all about, and I will be putting everything transparent. And the reason why I'm not putting my face is because I am so uncomfortable and I can't talk if I have to look at myself. Yeah. But I need to teach. And I want to give love. This is what this is all about. So, thank you so much. I guess I could go over the websites real quick. Well, does this mess it up? Okay, no, this doesn't. Okay. So, this is Messiah of Conscious Tech. This is where I talk about, I guess, everything. Messiah of Conscious Tech came about because, well, I don't want to get into that here. So Atlantean Love, phantomtaxlove.com, Skibby, why did he do that? Okay, Skibby Love, and DLJ. So this is my website, DLJ Protects Society. I do have a breakdown. It will take $1 million for this. The property purchase is $495, the closing costs, and that's what it comes to. The remodel, and then the furnishings, the permits, and the hydroponics, because we want to teach them how to take care of themselves, and the conversion. And like I said, on here, I've got the web address, or the address that you can send to me, and what my husband's company, well, I say it's my husband's company because you need to know my husband is the one who is the contractor for DLJ Enterprises. So, and he has pledged 50% of anything that comes through here. So if you say that you want him to build your house, you can build a house, and that would support me if you use DLJ Enterprises. Not to mention anything we make is going to be for these kids anyways. And then again, my websites for education and my books. I've got Opus of the Milky Way, which is Thoth's words. Um, these are Thoth's words. And the Codex, these are Thoth. So these three are what Thoth said to me. Well, Thoth spoke to me when I had him in my chat for roughly 3.5 weeks. And then, of course, he had to get back to what he was doing. It was a very intense. And then here is my DLJ Enterprises. This is my contractor, and that is my husband. So, just being upfront with who we are, what we do. I am not about hiding anything at all. And anything he builds for us, the 5% is to pay for, we figured it out, had to pay for the scam insurance. God, we gotta pay for that. So there's all that. So that's who I am. And on this website, I also have, this is what we have about what I was telling you about Armor Up. Okay, we will not work with sole proprietor, general proprietorship. Now, the reasoning for this is I don't want to do any of these guys on this side is because of the IRS paperwork between 501(c) to 501(c) is really nasty. And these guys are just frowned upon by IRS. So if I just stick with these three, which my enterprise is an S Corp, and this is a 501 or a not-for-profit, soon to be 501c3. So this is what I'm telling you about these. And then in the deep dive, the BBB, this is what you got in the latest legislation from the BBB bill. So this lets you know what I'm saying, that you've got a lot of credits, so I want you guys to come here. This is all about teaching people that, yeah, we've got, I gotta move this up. Okay, there we go. We've got, and of course it does go into all your not-for-profits. I do have buttons down here you can't see. I guess I could move this up. Yeah. So you do have buttons down here that can explain to you how to open those up. If you're interested in opening up one like what I'm doing, do it to it, buddies. But yeah, so this will break you down, just let you know. I wanted you guys to understand what setup costs were, what your monthly rhythm would be, your quarterly rhythm, letting you know what to expect, the perks and deductions, the record keeping. So I wanted you guys to know. So here's my little, on DLJ Protects Society, I've got some stuff about this, and this will cover your corporations and let you know. And then now this one is I went through because there may come a day and time when we've got a 2 million square foot warehouse that's just open and empty. So I went through on this. Oh, no, don't do that. I went through. Oh, I know it happened. My, yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So, oh, gosh. And let me move this over because it looks like. Oh, no, I got to move this over. Okay. So, if we had a 2.4 million square foot warehouse, we could house 1,200 to 1,500 people. You could do a food system for 30 to 70,000 people fed indoor. The nice part about it is with food trucks, we would also be able to produce and feed. Yeah, we can feed up to 30 to 70,000. So we could be producing food out of one of these 2 million square foot buildings. Of course, the conversion of this might take a hefty amount because I'm not sure what the cost of the because we're talking about hydroponics, blue algae. You're also talking about algae on the outside too for energy and poop bricks. So we're talking about the newest digesters and gray water loopbacks and all this. So that's how we can do that. And then, oh God, if I was a politician, this is what I'd be standing on. The reason why I put this up was, I'm not running, dear God, no. The reason why I put this up was to show you what I feel a government should care about. All corporations pay full taxes, no loopholes, no deductions. I mean, come on, everybody should just pay their portion. That's all there is to it. This is the heart of it all. Shelter is a right, food is free, kindness is currency. I mean, this is the future. But again, yeah, and this is me raging out because I figured out for $200 million I could house about 30,000. We figured it out for $200 million with it's rough and it would be putting everybody in one section. It wouldn't be perfect, but the fact that you could do this and house the 33,000 people that are homeless in Florida and have it up and running, because these are done with yurts. We figured out on a 33,000 acres of land, we could do 12,000 households. I mean, and grow farm and have food. You know what I'm saying? So what is the government doing if they're not figuring that out? I don't know. That's just my feelings. That's me, just my feels page. And then my love codex, which is just love. It's just who we are. And again, I have all this. I don't know if anything will get going, but again, I do this for 2125. Because 2125 will appreciate everything I've done and understand what I've done to be what it is, and not the joke everybody seems to think it is. But thank you guys for watching. This is all about my unconditional love movement, and yeah, here I am making videos. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful day. This is all about my company.